If there was no internet for 2 years, what would you do to pass time? If the internet were to suddenly shut down for the next 2 years, I would be more focused on circumnavigating everyday life without access to any online services than I would be with simply passing the time. Shit would be tough. Sometimes I completely forget that there is a whole generation of people that have always had internet. It amazes me that some of you are lost without it. So, to answer the question, I would do the same things I did before the internet existed. When I was younger, 20yo, I became really poor in a short period of time and it lasted for a year. Before my internet was disconnected for non-payment, I was clever enough to download some good games, single-player ones, and porn. Today I'm not rich but I am middle class, but I have not forgot how fast tide can turn, so I keep 2-3000 GB of music, ebook, games, porn, Wikipedia on my PC, just in case I can't afford internet again in the future, so I would use that, I guess. I had no internet for the first 30 years of my life. I'd lose weight, recover my cardio stamina, have a cleaner house, and get my work done on time, and I'd do crossword puzzles on the toilet instead of posting on Reddit. Honestly, I think I would learn survival skills. Without internet probably mean less responsibilities and distractions, which gives me the opportunity to learn how to start a fire, make a raft, drink my own pee, fish, chop firewood, tend my food and medicine garden, ferment veggies and mead, press rosin, fly a kite, go swimming, hiking, camping, make music, make love, read books, forage mushrooms and other wild edibles, invite friends for dinner, play with my dog, watch the sunset, watch the sunrise, stargazing, music festivals, journeys through the mind and much more. Play backgammon, cards, cribbage, make jewelry and apothecary products, do word searches, bake cookies and cakes and pies and breads. Also learn how to make realistic miniatures, edit, and lots of camping. Not gonna lie, I don't really post comments on threads, but this one caught my eye. This is a rather hard question for me. I have 3 camels, 4 cows, 7 pigs and a handful of other animals, so I don't really have time for internet, but I do really enjoy the few minutes a day I spend on Reddit, Facebook and sometimes Instagram. Pastime I do when I have a few minutes to spare is going through each app and seeing how many posts I can like in 1 minute. My top one is like 49 posts in a minute. But anyways, what I would if I couldn't use the internet is probably go jerk off every single one of my fattest animals and have them spit their yak into a cup, freeze it, then make a nice big cup of cum cream. All of these comments, including the one I posted as a joke, makes me realize just how mixed the benefit of access might be detrimental to us as individuals. It has its perks of course, but here we all are, posting about things we would almost rather be doing. Finally, the hour for all my single player games has come. Evolution Worlds, Mass Effect, Tales of Zestiria, Final Fantasies 8 through 15, and so forth. I have, like, 200 or 300 games I'll probably never finish, and the problem just gets worse every year. Please, let this actually happen so I can go play some Mario, or Sonic, or Pikmin, or Banjo-Kazooie, or Witcher, or Bayonetta, or Stardew Valley, or lost power during Hurricane Irma, and when it came back the internet was still down. I wasted the next 4 days mastering Google's no internet dinosaur game. High score was 9,000 something. I'd love to say I'd be proactive, but realistically it'll probably be a repeat of that on a larger scale. TBH, it happened once to me, not 2 years but a whole month. Last August they took all internet services off in Sudan. I swear I didn't even feel like waking up and spent the whole day wandering around and asking my dad about the news, hoping it would return soon. My dad kept spending most of his time on some offline PC games and refreshing to check if it worked. Mom said she didn't care, but suddenly she can't take it any longer. She wanna text her parents. My sisters had 100 gigabytes on anime episodes, so they survived. The moment it came back all I heard was WOOO and it's back or stuff like that from streets and neighbors etc. I got about 500 WhatsApp messages and they were from just 2 online friends. Read, board games, RPGs, listen to CDs, records, watch DVD Blu-ray boxed sets, exercise, fish, run, cycle, cook, socialize, community service, over-the-air TV for hockey night in Canada, NFL Sundays, listen to baseball on the radio, road trips, camping. I've been thinking a lot about how internet and mobile devices have made my life materially worse over the last 5-10 years actually. I've had a few colleagues retire in recent years, and the first thing they do is unplug, call my home line and leave a message or send me an email. I check them once a week or so seems to be common. Working without internet would be interesting. Everything would slow down so much, there are so much mails, interfaces etc. that we had to use normal mail or fax, but first they has to re-enable fax in my country because we ditched the analog network. Finally catch up on my backlog. Witcher 3 Disco Elysium, Red Dead Redemption 2 Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Resident Evil 2 Sekiro, Bonyarks, RimWorld, X4, Foundations, American and European Truck Simulator. Some of us have done this already in the long ago. You just go about your life. Keep a stack of magazines next to the toilet to read during long visits. If you're bored you watch TV, read a book, or play a single-player video game. There's always drinking, too. If internet went down for 2 years I would most likely code to create new games. Play single-player games I have and somehow make some communication towers so we could communicate with others and restore it back faster.